Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball pregame show. It's September 23rd. Happy anniversary to my fantastic parents. Happy birthday to Bruce Springsteen. We have Trevor coming to you from Roosevelt Studios Far West. We have crew chief Jake Storielli coming to you from Roosevelt Studios South. Producer Zach coming to you from Roosevelt Studios Near South. And myself coming to you from Roosevelt Studios Mid-Atlantic headquarters. Welcome to the show. We only have about Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 more days of baseball left in the regular season, and there's a lot to figure out. So maybe today will be the day where something gets sorted. Actually, my what to watch for includes that there may be something that gets sorted today, Trev. But first, how are you doing? Trevor Plouffe, how are you?
I'm doing great. And you have me thinking, like, why is China, Asia considered the Far East when you study it in school, or that's what they used to refer to it as? In California, it's really just West. So,
I mean, just one guy's perspective got drawn on a map, and that's how the world is viewed now, you know? There's a guy out there who sells upside-down maps because his whole thing is like, why not? Who says?
Why not?
Who says? You know? Jake, how are you?
You say you're always there when I want to. Hey,
you
guys.
look good, dude.
Hey, guys. That's a warning. That's a warning.
Yeah, that's one warning.
I'm doing all right. The baseball was nuts last night. The baseball was nuts to Trevi's Twins, Jose Ramirez, the entire National League. Things are going nuts, man. It's almost too much. Almost too much. It's fantastic. So, and the story changes literally other day. I mean, I wish it was June. These were the standings, and we could dig our heels in on some takes. But instead, we're just gonna be flying by the seat of our pants for the next 5 days.
5 days.
Okay.
There's some sorting to be done. Jake,
Sorting.
can you tell us what's going on in the East Coast?
Holy!
No, you did the East
smoke.
Coast yesterday.
Are you nuts?
Jake, back off. You did the East Coast yesterday. Here's what's happening. The Phillies are playing the Nationals. The Phillies lost 2 games yesterday in one day. They are free falling, getting their Tom Petty on, facing Eric Fetty and Led Zeppelin. A lot of music stuff there. Yankees are playing the Blue Jays. Masahiro Tanaka versus Robbie Ray. They played 2 of this 4-game set, and they have won 1 game apiece. The Marlins are playing the Braves. The Marlins are a little free fall, and great pitching matchup here. Max Fried versus Sixto Sanchez. Great pitching matchup there. 2 heavyweights sharing the mound. Tyler Glasnow and Michael Wacha, they're facing off in the Rays-Mets rubber match, unless that's a 4-game set. I don't know. Is it a 4-game set? But the Mets won yesterday. Glasnow in his final tune-up before the postseason. And then the Orioles and the Red Sox, D. Cream versus Nathan E. in a game that has 0 implications for anything, and no one should be watching. That's all.
Which series were you asking if it's a 4-gamer, Tim?
The Rays-Mets.
Rays-Mets, this is the final game today.
So rubber match, great, because we did our whole thing on JOMBOY and Jake Radio about that. The whole reason I made the bet on JOMBOY and Jake Radio was because it was a 3-game set, so I'm glad that remains true.
Rays can clinch the East today, Trevor. Have you been up? Do you like this Rays team, Trevor?
A little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Spoiler alert.
All of their significant others' names.
Two former Rays coming to you live on sequence tomorrow. Just a little shout out there. I do like this Rays team. I do like that Tyler Glass now hasn't even like hit his stride yet. It's going to happen in the playoffs. Maybe this is the start that propels him, gets him ready to shove.
You ever play with John Jaso?
I don't know with him, but I know him. We played against each other quite a bit, minor leagues as well. Think I might have enjoyed some Devil's Lettuce with him at one point, which means basically we're buddies. You do that. Yeah. Yanks, are you guys kind of out of it now to host?
No. It's 2 games, I believe. But if the Yankees were to lose today and the Twins were to win, then absolutely. If the Twins keep winning, but it's not out of it.
Not out of it. It's not looking great. The Central will dictate it. It's kind of out of their hands. The Yankees need to win, and dude, the AL Central, your Twinkies, half game out of first place. So there's some sorting going on. Oh,
yeah, we're not doing too good on the internet here.
No, we're doing
great.
Oh, Jom's gone. What I will say about the Twins is I'm not sure who they want to face. We can go into this a little later. It has to do with the Yankees. We haven't matched up against the Yankees, but would they rather face the Indians? I don't know. Indians are hot right now.
Pick your poison.
Well,
they
get to be home, so I think they're fine. If they're a home team, they should feel good.
All right, the Phillies fighting for their lives they went horribly.
Went horrible, but it is my what to watch for, so we'll talk more about that later. Can people hear us? I know it looks like we're from the vortex.
It looks like one of us keeps dying every 20 seconds.
Only 2 can be in here. It's King of the Hill style.
Orioles, Red Sox, nobody cares. Tampa, they can clinch the East today. Marlins, Braves, the Marlins. God, they need a win in there facing Max Fried today.
Speaking of nobody cares with the Red Sox, Nick Pivetta had a good start. We kind of railed on him a little bit for choosing number 0. But he looked pretty good yesterday for the Red Sox. I railed on him. Well, yeah. That point stands, guys. That point stands. Leave the single digits to the position players. Okay.
Jake, Central.
What I got.
In the Central region, baby. How about the Brewers and Reds rubber match today? Unless they're playing 4, always the caveat. Adrian Hauser versus Trevor Bauer. Hauser. Holy smokes. Brewers, good win for them last night. Cubs, Pirates. Kyle Hendricks versus friend of the pod, Trevor Williams. Not having his best year. Pirates got the walk-off win last night, though. So how about that? Twins, Tigers. Holy Buenos Cantos yesterday. Today, Casey Mize versus Kenta Maeda. Final tune-up for Maeda before he's the Twins 1 in the playoffs? ? Cardinals, Royals, Carlos Martinez versus Danny Duffy. Martinez having a bad year. What are they going to do with him? St. Louis, and that's what's going on in the Central.
Thank you, Jake.
No problem.
Someone in the chat said, get some enthusiasm. And let me say this. Don't you be telling me or us what to do. If I want to be enthusiastic, you're going to see it. And if I don't, it's not because I'm stoned. Yet.
Well,
yet.
Hi, you have a little Dale. You look like a little Dale Scott with the glasses. Do it again.
Nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Boom.
Oh, little Dale Scott.
Little Dale Scott with like.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. How about the Reds and the Brewers? Everybody's in the playoffs from the NL Central. Everybody except the Pirates.
That is nuts. It's too much, Trev. It's too much.
Could change today. Obviously, they're going at each other.
My first what to watch for was, I don't know. There's so much going on for 5 games left. It's going to be insane. Like, how many games can we write off here? Twins, Tigers. The Twins are in 2 different situations, so they need to play.
Excellent game yesterday.
White Sox, Indians, Brewers, Reds. I mean, more on those later. Those are absolutely must watches. Cubs, Pirates. That's probably it. Cubs are kind of have their place solidified. They don't score a lot of runs, the Cubs, anymore, and they are like not like amazing. But that game probably in the Central is the least necessary. Cardinals, Royals, maybe.
I don't know if you guys watched the game last night. I was watching the Twins game. Kepler hits a game-tying homer kind of out in front, but he's getting going. And then Rosario he was shining last night. Their entire outfield just basically won him the game last night. Buxton the leadoff homer, Rosario with the strike. Go watch his defensive play.
Yeah.
He threw a bullet home. Then he tied the game up in extras, and then Kepler little dinker in the outfield to win the game. Those are the hits right there. When you get those hits, that's when you're like, okay, like it's coming. If they get Kepler hot and that whole outfield is hot and they start, I mean, I'm thinking Twins are getting it going right when they need to get it going. A half game back from the White Sox, who have been getting absolutely destroyed mentally, physically by the Indians. And they got to face Bieber today, but they do have Giolito going. So
Buxton's stat line is insane. Also, Trev, I was tuning into that game, flipping between games last night. It was awesome with the basketball game going on the phone between games, sports, euphoria. I mean, Buxton caught, I think it was an extra innings, ball hit on the gap, 2 runners on base. He tracked it down with kind of ease, and I think there might be 2 outfielders in baseball that catch that ball. So he's nuts. And yeah, I think, Jim, what you're saying about the Cubs, win Hendricks Day against Pittsburgh. You lost yesterday, and you don't want it to potentially become a story. If St. Louis were to win a game, I think they'd only be, like 2 games back or so. So you just can't make that even become a potential story.
I agree. I'm looking at WAR team by position.
Sure.
Cleveland's outfield sucks.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see how bad they actually rank in outfield WAR. And they're the second worst in all of baseball. So, pretty bad. You guys are talking about the Twins outfielders, right? Is that what you're...
Yes.
And they're going against Indian. I was looking at the Indians and...
That series, Twins, Reds to end the year. It's going to be pretty cool.
It will. All right, Trev, what's going on in the West? And we'll get a little deeper into all of this.
All right, we got some early games. The Anaheim Angels of Orange County down in San Diego. Jaime Barilla versus Mike Sunshine Clevenger. Fun fact about the Angels, they are the first team out of the playoffs. Could Jim, they win out, Astros lose out, then make the playoffs? Yes, that could still happen.
Then they're not out.
Could still I didn't say as the first team out of the playoffs. They're in the 9th seed right now.
Oh.
Somehow they snuck up there.
I see what you're doing.
They got a lot of work ahead of them, but it's still a possibility, and I would love that. Another early game, Rangers in Arizona, Wes Benjamin. I really like that name versus Alex Young. Searching for the games. Then our Astros, who are now above 500 at 28-27, taking on the Mariners, basically putting the Mariners to sleep. Zach Greinke versus Nick Margevicius. After that, we got the A's down in LA, Sean Manaea versus Julio Urias. The Dodgers clinched their 8th consecutive division title. No World Series, though. So what does it really mean? And rounding things off, I hope I'm not missing one, is Jake's Rocks Zombies versus Gabe Kapler's Giants. Ryan Castellani versus, I don't know. I have no starting pitcher for the Giants.
The Rock Zombies got canceled because they lost yesterday.
Oh, so not the Rock Zombies. They're just the Rock dead. The Rockies
just
are dead.
They were 2-2 in the 7th, and they blew it. Logan Webb
going for the Giants. Gabe Kapler's Giants. They're out of the playoffs right now. They must have a tiebreak loss with the Brewers and Reds because they are all sitting at 500 today.
the pitching matchups today. The pitchers we got going. Clev, Bieber, Giolito, Tanaka. He's having a good season. Bauer, Greinke, Hendricks, Fried, Sixto Sanchez, Maeda, Glasnow. It's nice. It's a good day for pitching.
Sure is. Teams lining up that rotation.
Can you imagine if the Angels snuck in just like out of nowhere?
No, I can't because it's not going to happen. I have Trav. I opened the show with this, so I'll do my what to watch for first. It's the Phillies. Make the Phillies great in fighting the Phils for life. Whatever it was yesterday, failed. If they lose today, by my calculations, they're out. And it's one less team that we have to sort through for the wild card. That's not mathematical. They could still probably get their way back in because it's such a mess. But they're not worth caring about until they are if they lose today. So they are fighting for my mathematical equation today.
I wasn't so friendly.
I'm itching for teams to sort out of the mess, to get the claw and pick them and say, not part of this anymore. And if the Phillies lose today, I'm moving them aside in my brain. They go with the Mets and the Rockies. Out.
If I didn't have a bunch of friends on the team, I already would RIP them.
I think yesterday
I gotta give them.
They dug the grave. They could jump in it today.
Tough, man. 2 games against the Nationals.
Not good.
That is tough. I guess I'll go to my what to watch for. Do you want to do yours, Jake?
Did you guys see that Soto home run to the opposite field?
Nice, strong.
It's just like the only player I've seen kind of mishit balls to the opposite field for homers is like Barry Bonds when he was old and juiced up. Soto does it too. 21 years old. Trev, tell us what we should be watching for, dog.
I feel like we're just keep saying this over and over. I feel like they've been playing forever. It's the Brewers, the Reds. We got Bauer on the mound. Both these teams in the playoffs as we speak, as I believe they are the 7 and 8 seeds. So currently 4 teams from the NL Central in it. This is a big game for the Reds. They got Bauer on the hill. You want to win all those games because then you're going into Minnesota, who is also still fighting for something. So they're going to be setting, they're going to be playing. Brewers, same way. They got to win this game. The Giants are right on their heels. And kind of like what Jimmy's saying, like this is just a big jumble FUCK. Like we don't know what's going to happen, but these games are super important. If I'm the Cincinnati Reds, I'm almost looking at this as a must win. You got Bauer on the hill.
You got Bauer.
You're at home. You got to win these games.
So anyone get
But
Bauer?
This is going to be an excellent game to watch.
Well, watch out for Avisal Garcia. He's got decent numbers off of Bauer. So watch out.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game, man.
Might have the 2 best pitches in baseball this year if Devin Williams comes out of the pen. His changeup has been the most unhittable pitch, followed by Bauer's slider.
Bauer's slider looks, when he's pitching, it looks like has every single pitch like planned out, and he knows exactly like how to attack guys. Like guys they look foolish against Bauer this year. Like foolish. You see Jose Abreu swing against him?
Yeah.
He bounced a slider in the left-handed batter's box and got a check swing. Like it must be coming from the exact same spot. It's all I can think of when I'm watching him pitch now. Is just how bad he's making guys look, and I think a lot of money.
I think he plays the percentages, Trev. I think he knows batters are looking at that. If I throw this pitch 60% of the time in this count, the guy's going to be hitting at it. And I think he checks his own percentages for 60% fastball counts and then throws a dude a slider. And that's why you're seeing those dumb swings where guys are trying to cheat on Bauer and he's just fucking flipping the book on him.
I could see that happening too, but I just think it's more of a sequence type thing, like following. He knows.
Well, I think he also has the tunneling and all that. But I mean, some of these are just swinging, like they're like committed to swing before he throws the pitch. It seems like.
I bet if we looked
Giving
back
him
at his
kudos all the way. I think he's doing it every way.
Yeah. I think if we looked back at his starts, we would see a lot of same pitches back to back. And he
Double
just
up.
knows not back to back. I'm saying like if he throws that backdoor two-seamer, he's throwing something off of that, or he's throwing something at the top of the zone, he's throwing something off of that. And it's so hard for people to distinguish between the two pitches. He's just riding that, and you're seeing, like I said, just a bunch of crap swings against him. And I mean, his contact is soft against him.
Speaking of soft, and I agree with both of you, Trevor Bauer, very good. Speaking of, how about the Chicago White Sox and the Cleveland Indians? The Indians are getting hot. The White Sox, did they peak a little too early? They're coming back down to earth. The Twins trying to sneak into one of those top 3 playoff seeds. Cleveland still has hopes for it, and it starts tonight. One of the lowest over-unders in a 9-inning games you'll see this year. It's at 7 because Lucas Giolito, the girl from Giolito, is going against Shane Bieber. And holy smokes, if you like some right-handed power pitching, buckle up. I mean, and I think this is going to be, for these teams are going to be in the playoffs. So you're looking for kind of a taste of that playoff action. And this weekend's going to be messy. Again, we're lining up rotations. We're getting bullpen guys worked. Some of these weekend games may not necessarily be pushes to win. They'll be pushes to get your team right for a 3-game series. This game, I think, is going to be playoff baseball. Bieber versus Giolito. These teams are going at it. Jose Ramirez making a push for that MVP trophy. Let's see if the White Sox can dig deep and get a W. This is going to be probably one of the most competitive regular season games of the 2020 season. So, boogity.
Some good numbers from White Sox hitters against Bieber, which is kind of cool. Those stem back from last year and stuff like that, but like Yon Moncada, Jose Abreu, like a lot of good OPSs. Kind of nuts. Eloy, smaller sample size, but yeah, pretty cool. It's a good matchup. There's a lot of good games today. A lot of good things. Those are the 2 that you guys had where you're watching both teams. Because like the Twins, keeping an eye on them, the Giants keeping an eye on them, the Phillies, but you can say the Marlins and the Braves, they're both in. It's a good pitching matchup that got left on the table. Sixto versus Fried is fun, and the Marlins are sliding a little bit.
Marlins got to be careful.
They're getting close to this nonsense that we're trying to sort through. Like
They
you don't want to
are,
put
aren't
yourself
they?
into nonsense.
They are, and they finish with the Yanks. I mean, your last 2 series, Braves and Yankees, could Don Mattingly's lock for Manager of the Year by John Heyman. If they don't figure it out, they could be out of the dance, which would be nuts.
I do agree
Don't
with
sleep
Heyman.
on the Cardinals. Don't sleep on the Cardinals. Remember, they have those 2 games with the Tigers. If they fall and we're all tied up 500 ball.
Don't do it. Let's
that would be.
Let's not have more teams go into the mess. Let's pick ourselves out of the mess.
Messy as possible, baby.
As messy as it getsy. Those guys are out. All right. Moving on. Homer draft. It's the Homer draft. Now, a little housekeeping. Giancarlo Stanton did not play yesterday, so Trevor changed his pick to Buxton. I'm not sure if we publicly announced that to the crew.
He didn't.
He did do it legally. Buxton did hit a home run. It was double day. Trev got 2 points. He jumped from 23 to 25. I was sitting at 21 points. I doubled on double day, making a home run worth 3 points. Freddie Freeman, I was the most confident. I doubled on it because I said I was confident in Freeman. He popped one over the fence. It was my lock of the day. That gets me 3 points. Jose Ramirez on his dick dropping tour hits the walk-off home run. That wasn't part of double day because it was a carryover, but it got me the other point. So I get 4 points. We are tied up 25 across the board. Pretty incredible and crazy.
It is incredible.
We are here with 5 days to go and really only 3 more days of picks to be made because the weekend just carries us through.
Do you guys have a weekend pick, like someone that you're like, okay, I'm
No, I
saving them?
No,
I was trying to look at mine. I don't really have one either.
I do not.
Kind of taking the big boys.
Yeah, we're you can't retake guys you took in the same month. Jake, you did not get a point yesterday. You do not sit on top of the throne anymore.
Last place, Jake.
How do you feel? And who are your picks today?
Last place, Jake. I'm doing all right. I do have a plan. You guys, Jim with the 4 spot today, Trev with the 3. You guys have the leg up going the distance. But Jake's Jesters do have a game plan. And today's really not a huge part of that game plan. I'm going with a couple 1Bs. Jim, you know I'm not the biggest Joey Votto guy. I do like him off the field. He had the cool
I thought you didn't like him off the field. That was always our disagreement.
The 10-year club. No, I didn't like his antics on the field. He was kind of trying to be silly. I didn't really like how it landed.
He's great, dude. Stop it.
Good dude. I mean, the clubhouse guy and all of that. They have a big game today, and they're going against Adrian Hauser, who Mr. Puke has not been great this year.
Senior Puke.
And I think they're going to lean on the lefty, Votto. He gets a home run on the board for them. And then you know what? The other thing is I'm not picking home runs. So the thing you better want to have in this life is hope. So I'm taking the last game of the night. Castellani twirling it for the now dead Rockies. No zombie rocks. And Brandon Bell just hits. So giving him a shot. Couple couple lefty NL 1Bs. So that's what I got going.
Nice. It looks like Belt has never faced Castellani before. So he's going to ambush him. I like that.
Not a BVB team over here.
Yeah. Votto's got very good numbers versus Hauser, but no home runs. I like the Votto pick. Okay.
Big game for the Reds.
Trev?
I went with some bigger names today. I wanted to get Harper in there before the Phils were in the coffin, in their grave that they're digging. So he's facing against Fetty today. Not great numbers against him. I think he's 1 for 9 or 2 for 9 against them, but Harper's one of those guys, man. Like he could just be like mad today and hit 2 homers. So I'm going with him, and also going with an Astro. I got George Springer, who is facing somebody. I'm looking for the game. He's facing Nick Marjavicius. 0 for 4, I think, against him. But, in that leadoff spot, going to get a bunch of at-bats today. I need some homers, so I'm taking those guys. And I have Buxton rolling over, who has been crushing the ball.
Okay. All right. Good picks. I am picking against a friend of the program, Trevor Williams. He allows a home run and a half, 1.5 home runs a game this season. In September, he has allowed multiple home runs in every start. He's going against the Cubs. So I just took Schwarber and Rizzo. Schwarber's been hot lately, I believe. Rizzo's the dude for them over there. Bryant's struggling really bad. So I'm just going Cubs stack against T. Williams, who's been letting up home runs. I have Ramirez and Freeman on tour. So those are my picks.
It's big.
You like those, Trev?
It's big.
I like they have 4 guys going. Last place, Jim, all of a sudden looking real hot here. You know what you've done?
What's that?
You've capitalized on like these massive days. Like you had Voigt give you like 6 in a row. Then you had Freeman yesterday.
I'm a tour. I'm a good scout for talent who can make it on the tour. I don't want a one night stand.
You're a lot like go big or go home.
Yeah.
Jake and I have been a little bit more steady than you, and all of a sudden, boom, you're back in it. You kind of cheated yesterday. We're not going to talk about that. You and Zach had a little something, but this is coming down to it. This is like the NL Central. Homer draft, NL Central, same thing.
I didn't cheat. It was just pretty logical math.
Prove it.
Yeah.
Zach's a man of honor. I mean, coming at me is one thing. Coming at Zach, that's rude.
true.
It's rude.
Love Zach.
All right, so all tied up. Very exciting stuff. Jake, you still are winning the overall. You have 19 points in Jimmy's dumb prop bet of the day. Trev, you have 13. I have 16. Trevor and myself got a point yesterday with Smiley, who beat out Lyles in the Kuiper. It was 4-9 in favor of Smiley.
Way to go, Jake.
Really, Trevor?
Oh my God. Jimmy's dumb prop bet of the day today. I did some figuring with Jake and Zach beforehand. We're going to the Central. Okay. We're going to the Central region. And Trev, will there be more than double strikeouts than runs scored in the Central?
I think he said it
Only
wrong.
the Central.
Only the Central.
Will there be double strikeouts, 2
Yeah,
runs?
you said it wrong.
Did I say it wrong, Zach?
Did you said will
You said
the runs
double runs
Yeah.
than strikeouts.
will the runs double out the strikeouts? Is
Oh,
that
runs
that's what you
more
said
than
originally?
strikeouts.
Unless that wasn't your intention.
My
Did you
intent-
want the
There will be
strikeouts?
more strikeouts than runs.
Because there's a lot of good pitchers, right? That's what
Yes.
you were thinking. Yeah.
You're trying to double the runs,
Yeah.
right?
That's
Yeah,
just a
we'll
yes or no question.
double strikeouts than runs. So say the Central scores 30 runs.
Oh,
That
you're
means you
saying
need
it's
60
kinda
strikeouts. I said it correct. There's a lot of good pitchers. You got Bauer, Hauser, you got Giolito, Bieber, you got Hendricks, and then who else was there that was good? Maeda, Mize.
Jake?
weird. In the Central, Maeda, Mize. How about that?
I'll take the runs.
I mean, what do you think the over under for White Sox Indians is 7?
I would.
think
Yeah,
the-
there's 5.
What do
There's
you think
5
the
games in the
over-under is for
Central.
strikeouts 20.
So is it strikeouts the whole game? Is it
Yeah.
starting pitcher strikeouts? Okay.
Strikeouts versus runs, Central.
I want to say so. Like
Double the
total
run.
runs,
Double.
runs in all the games should be around 40, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more. Maybe 40. Just say 45 because that's about industry standard there. 9 runs a game. So you need 90 strikeouts in 5 games, which averages to under. I mean, I'm going runs. Going runs.
Yeah.
Joe strikeouts, like giving Trev hope.
You can go like Giolito, Bieber. They could easily put 20 strikeouts plus the pen in like a 2-0 game.
Yeah, I mean, you could say a lot of things.
Oh yeah, no, there's many different ways.
What are you
I'm
taking,
going
Jim?
runs.
I'm going to take strikeouts. I'm hoping the pitchers all go off. I wanted to do the entire league to get Sixto and Fried and Clevenger, but that's a lot to keep track of.
Here we have it. Coming down to it.
More Ks, more runs. We're chat is both sides of it, so nobody knows.
That's how it
Yeah,
goes.
did we miss anything, chat? What are we doing here? I didn't eat marshmallows. I was a banana, all right?
Well, it's
Trying
banana
to-
marshmallow, so
Get some. My
think they
muscles
were
are
trying to-
tight.
I think they were trying to say you're as soft as a marshmallow.
whoa.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Enjoy the baseball. Go the ball. Hopefully we get some movement in the Homer draft. It'll be exciting times.
See ya, chat.
See you guys.